guys, it's me, Kenny Crazy here with my top 10 video of roller coasters. Here at number 10, we have Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. Why is Mako kind of ranked, I don't know, a little bit lower than I feel like it should be? Just because, I don't know, because now think about it, I kind of hated Griffin a lot. And I moved Griffin up to like 12 and something like that, which is not high enough to make the list. But Mako, I haven't rode it in a couple of years. I need to re-experience it. It has a lot of potential still to be higher up in my list. I just feel like Mako was a pretty good coaster overall. I like to say that. And it delivers a whole big punch. Don't know how it's not ranked higher over all these other coasters. Like next year, I'm probably going to try it out down through SeaWorld Orlando sometime and switch these up. So Mako isn't ranked any higher because I didn't get out there yet. And I should be hopefully visiting SeaWorld Orlando either sometime in the summer or late December next year. But Mako has a lot of airtime to it. I mean, you're going off the first sail down to Camelback is crazy. I mean, I don't remember that much about Mako, not think about it. But Mako does deliver a powerful punch, and it has a lot of great moments on it. And I just feel like Mako is just a decent coaster overall, and I feel like it should have been ranked higher on this list than it is. So with that is Mako. Here at number 9, also from SeaWorld Orlando, we have Manta. In my opinion, Manta is probably one of the better coasters that I've ridden, as you can tell. Number 1 ranked at SeaWorld Orlando. In my opinion, the second drop, also known as the pretzel loop, is quite intense, but still yet fun. Even though Manta and Mako are neck and neck, second drop proves Manta to be the better coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. Yes, I need to go back down there because they're building new coasters almost every single year. But still, Manta is probably should end up being the top tier coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. But Manta, too, I'm kind of excited if I do go back down there to ride it again. I might ride it several times in a row just to get that feeling that Manta's way better. I mean, the 4 versions it has, it's well-spaced. And Manta is a crazy, compact, fun, enjoyable coaster. Any way you can put those 4s in, it will fit. Manta was such a blast when I rode it. I don't know why it's kind of ranked a little bit lower, but next year I feel like I might shift it and make it a little bit higher. But other than that is Manta. Hereby at number 8 is going to be Falcon Bays at Busch Gardens Winsburg. Well, I think this coaster's wonderful. Yes, as you can tell, I rode it in the rain. Because I wasn't too pleasant about that, but still, that day at Busch Gardens Winsburg, no crowd whatsoever. My pants was like way off the ride, but you can't imagine that from the rain. The rain hurt it. I'll say that for a fact. Weather isn't very pleasant, but still, Falcon Guys was such a wonderful coaster when I rode it. I mean, front row, and I instantly went to the back row because I felt like it. On the same train and everything, too, the operators led me because they had one extra seat. I had such a fun time on it. I mean, yeah, very coaster. Last year we had Great Bear. This year we had Falcon Guys. Now, Falcon Guys will stay on the list, but Falcon Guys is the tallest roller coaster. And it has a very good theme to it. It has it's known for being wild and like taking place, like, if I'm correct, escaping an avalanche. I'm not sure if that's correct, but Falcon Guys does have a theme behind it. Great Bear rated it. In my opinion, this is a very unbearable coaster. I do a hot take on that. And wow, comparing those two coasters like that. Other than that, Falcon Guys suffered for me to remember, and it was very interesting when I rode it. Other than that, Falcon Guys was wicked, crazy, and fun, and that's essentially what was the dream for Falcon Guys. Other than that's Falcon Guys for me. Here at number 7, which was one of the better coasters I've ridden, we shall have from Hershey Park, one of the best coasters there, Fahrenheit. I got to witness Fahrenheit front row. I think Fahrenheit was such a wonderful coaster. If I do go back to Hershey Park, which I feel highly doubt that I will, Fahrenheit would probably still be ranked there. I mean, my coasters for Hershey Park is completely done. There's no other coasters there at the moment. The only coaster that I haven't rode there was Coco Cruiser, but let's get back on track. Fahrenheit, with that Beyond Vertical drop in that 9.3 lift tail, has a powerful impact to it being, if I'm correct, that might be my steepest coaster I've ever rode in. And also, Fahrenheit has a Norwegian roll that I really love on it. If you go to Fahrenheit, tell me how you'll like it. If you rode it, leave down in the comments how you like it. But honestly, Fahrenheit is such a good coaster. It packs a really good punch. The Norwegian roll is absolutely amazing. I love this coaster. I mean, the red and blue theme into it is a wonderful idea. I mean, Fahrenheit equals fire and a higher temperature. And this coaster, in my opinion, is ranked higher. And the temperature and the fire on it equally represents it. So I feel like Fahrenheit is such a wonderful name for the coaster and all that. The theme is absolutely wonderful, in my opinion, because I've barely seen it. But honestly, Fahrenheit is such a good coaster, in my opinion. You're at number 6, almost halfway there for our top 10. Also from Hershey Park is Sky Rush. Yes, Sky Rush was kind of crazy and wicked. It's rough, also known as Spy Crush. It's the second best coaster at Hershey Park. I believe that they could have done better with Sky Rush. I haven't tried the new feature and the new train yet and all that. I know it got remodeled this year. But in my opinion, Sky Rush could have done a little bit better. But other than that, Sky Rush is Sky Rush. Rough, wicked, wild, crazy. Fun all in one. And they easily could have done better than they have. But other than that, that is Sky Rush. Here at number 5. Now we're halfway there. Is from Kennywood, Steel Curtain. I mean, I was kind of bummed that Steel Curtain was closed this year. They could have honestly done better than they have in the past with Curtain. Hopefully, all the money they're putting into Curtain this year will make it better for next year, because next year is your life or death for Steel Curtain. It'll be the year determined if it's either going to be taken down, just left there to rot, or tear down, put a new coaster in spot, which I hope it kind of stays, because first time I rode it was rough, but every other time I rode it, it got smoother every single time. People complain about it because it was too rough, but honestly, it takes time to get used to the roughness of a coaster. And honestly, when that roughness isn't become roughness anymore, it's when it becomes smooth. Hopefully, since Kenny was paying 3 times the amount of Curtain, will make it better, smoother, and all that for the near future. Which honestly, if Curtain proves to be a big name for itself with how Kenny was putting all the money into it, might honestly be out some of the other coasters on here. Probably not Phantom, but still a couple others on this list that is still kind of ranked kind of higher, but still, honestly, you might have a chance. You never know. Honestly, Curtain is probably a very good fit. I'm quite surprised on where it's ranked, but other than that, Steel Curtain, and they could have easily done better with it. You're at number 4. Almost making it to the top 3, but I changed the last minute. It's Verbolten. Verbolten at Busch Gardens Williamsburg was interesting. Even though I couldn't get front row, I was kind of bummed out about that. Yes, that is true. I got back row. Which honestly, I feel like back row honestly might have been better. Which there was a surprise moment on this ride that I would never talk about. But honestly, if you saw my short about this coaster, you'd know that I kind of did mention it. It was just, and I quote, "The train broke, we're going to die," end quote. And then I got a lot of different reactions from it, which I thought was quite hilarious. But still, Verbolten will always go down. It's probably one of the better coasters I've rode in. And my second ranked coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And yes, these top 3 coasters are neck to neck to neck. And if I probably go ride one of those 3 coasters, it honestly might change. Because those 3 coasters, honestly, even this one, 2 can also be included, are all throughout my list. And which honestly, probably number 1 might have pretty majority of league, because I'm more lenient towards it. This is my favorite coaster of all time, which will probably never change. But still, Verbolten does pack a punch. Being half indoor, half outdoor, the tunnel was crazy. I mean, and the secret element too was also fun. As to you just saw, where I quoted, as it was so much fun. Triple launch. I mean, the one thing Busch Gardens Williamsburg needs to know not to do is to make another multi-launch coaster. Because they already have Verbolten, Pantheon, Dark Coaster. Is there any more I'm missing? Tempesto. They already have 4 multi-launch coasters, if I'm correct. But other than that, they need to leave their hands out of launch coasters and build more coasters that are not based off of launches and just have more freedom towards them. Like how they should be making an RMC or a bigger version of Big Bad Wolf Revenge. Better than that, they could have done way better. Now it's time for the top 3. Here, taking 3rd place from Hershey Park, the best coaster there, Wildcats Revenge. Wildcats Revenge was such a fun coaster, and all in all, probably one of the best RMC coasters in my opinion, even though I voted Wildcats Revenge only for RMC coaster. But there's some one coasters, in my opinion, that could have got RMC'd. Because at the moment, Wildcats Revenge is my favorite RMC coaster. Hopefully plan on getting 2 or 3 in next year. Definitely maybe Steel Vengeance. And hopefully heads up to Kings Island, even though they really don't have RMC. And maybe, I'm not sure what other parks will have RMC around here where my home park is Kennywood. But still, hopefully can go out, expand, work my butt off to achieve some of these. But getting back on track, Wildcats Revenge is probably my favorite. I rode it 2 times within 40 minutes, if I was correct. Wildcats Revenge does deliver a good old punch. I mean, Lift Tail could have gone a little bit faster in my opinion, but other than that, it was wicked. I mean, what you can expect for an RMC coaster has everything you do expect in my opinion. First time it caught me by surprise. Second time I was ready for it, as I know what was coming. But other than that, Wildcats Revenge really has nothing special towards it, other than the moments that I just talked about. Other than that, that's Wildcats Revenge. Here taking home the silver medal, aka 2nd place. The best coaster at Busch Gardens is Pantheon. Pantheon is such an underrated coaster. I rode this thing 11 times. Wish I had such a blast on it. Which is somehow my top 10 most rated coasters. I mean, I kind of did marathon it at the end of the day because the crowd was dead. There was no line. Me and my friends were kind of having fun because there's a wait time thing. Kept on switching between 5 minutes and 1 minute. So we were kind of doing like, oh, when was that 5 minutes? And then we're like, yay, when it hit a minute. I didn't even watch it. But let's see here. Pantheon, another multi-launch coaster. See a pretty hefty spike. Pretty rough, in my opinion. I mean, yes, it's underrated. Smooth. It also is smooth, but still had quite a bit of roughness towards it. I mean, going up the spike and back down. It's probably the roughest part. I mean, I had such a fun time. If you want to go watch my Busch Gardens video and see what makes Pantheon, you can go watch it. But honestly, Pantheon was such a fun coaster. It whipped me around a lot. I rode it with my friends. I mean, there were 1 or 2 rides I didn't get all my friends, but still. Pantheon was a pretty powerful coaster. Had such a fun time. It's pretty amazing to see this coaster to be so underrated. In my opinion, Pantheon could have been better, but still, Pantheon's Pantheon. Pantheon will do Pantheon things, and it was so much fun when I rode it. Other than that, that is Pantheon. Taking home 1st place by surprise by a long shot. From 1st place, from Fun for All, we have the Kitty Coaster, the one and only coaster there. Just joking, get that crap off. Actual lead now. Having in 1st place, Phantom's Revenge. Phantom's Revenge was such a fun coaster. If you ever have a chance to ride it, go ride it. If you're in town, go to Kennywood. If you're in Pittsburgh, the one thing you really can't do without being in Pittsburgh is going to Kennywood. As Kennywood was such a fun time to have. It's typically open year-round, other than January through late April. It opens in April every year. I think this year should be open April 15th of next year, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. You notice open like mid-April on a Friday or Saturday that year. And then, honestly, Phantom's Revenge, the best coaster of all time, in my opinion. Even though you guys might disagree, as I'm more biased towards my home park. But Phantom's Revenge is powerful. It delivers a punch. It's crazy all in one. You can never doubt Phantom's Revenge. You almost have the same ride every time. I suggest if you do ride Phantom's Revenge, it's more fun in the back if you want airtime. If you want more like calm, soothing ride, you want to experience the nature around it, go more towards the front as to get a better view of the front. But yeah, it was very how you like. I suggest If you want to go ride Phantom's Revenge, stay away towards the middle because that's the worst experience. But yeah, Phantom's Revenge is crazy fun and all that. You can never self-doubt Phantom's Revenge. It's pretty fun if you ever have a chance to ride it. Other than that, Phantom's Revenge is fun, smooth, all while use the terrain to its advantage. I say that. Phantom's Revenge definitely is worth the wait. And other than that, Phantom's Revenge is amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as it will make my day. Thank you and goodbye.